The Ember Chronicles presents Apollo 13, the mission that should have failed. It was April 11th, 1970. The world watched as Apollo 13 lifted off, bound for the moon, humanity's third lunar mission. But no one knew this mission would soon become a desperate fight for survival. Astronauts Lovell, Jack Swigert, and Fred Haise floated through space, halfway to the moon, when suddenly, a violent explosion shook their spacecraft. Warning lights flashed. Alarms screamed, "Houston, we've had a problem," came the calm but trembling voice from the void. The oxygen tank had burst. Their power, air, and water began to vanish into nothingness. The mission to the moon was over. The mission to survive had just begun. In Houston, hundreds of engineers scrambled. No manuals for this. No precedent. They had to bring 3 men home using ingenuity, prayer, and pure determination. Temperatures inside the lunar module dropped below freezing. Condensation covered every surface. The men's breath turned to mist. They were more than 200,000 miles from Earth, but they never gave up hope. They turned to each other. They prayed, and they trusted that somewhere, somehow, a way would be found. Back on Earth, the world united. Across every nation, people gathered in churches, synagogues, and living rooms, praying for 3 men drifting in space. For a moment, politics disappeared. Humanity stood together under one sky. Then, a breakthrough. Engineers on the ground used slide rules, paper, and sleepless nights to design a way home. They built a carbon dioxide filter using only what the astronauts had aboard: plastic, tape, and hope. It worked. The crew was able to breathe again. But one final test remained the re-entry. No one knew if their heat shield would hold. No one knew if they'd even survive the plunge through the atmosphere. As the capsule tore toward Earth, mission control fell silent. 3 minutes of radio blackout, then 4, then 5. The world held its breath. And then a voice: "Hello, Houston. This is Odyssey. It's good to see you again." Cheers erupted. Tears fell. Apollo 13 had made it home. Later, Commander Lovell would say, "We never lost faith. We were confident that somehow we'd find a way back." Apollo 13 never reached the moon, but it proved something far greater: that courage, unity, and prayer can guide humanity through the darkest of space. This is not just the story of a mission that failed, but of a world that refused to give up hope. The Ember Chronicles, telling true stories of faith, resilience, and the light that never goes out.